Sup, everybody? Syria has promised to attack Israel if it does not leave the Golan Heights. And for those of you who don't know, the Golan Heights is a disputed territory between Israel and Syria. Heavily disputed. And by all appearances, both historical and legal, the Golan Heights does technically belong in Syria as opposed to Israel. But, Syria clearly notified Israel that if it did not leave the Golan Heights and cease attacking Syrian targets, then they would declare war. And Syria's deputy foreign minister said we are also not scared away by Israel supporters who are helping to perpetuate the occupation of Golan. They've actually been pretty ballsy during this. Ballsy as hell. And what's even more is that last month Syria had defeated ISIS and Al-Qaeda groups who had been present in their portion of the Golan Heights region. This puts them in a pretty solid strategic position, either equal to or even greater than Israel's. And as of a report by the Jerusalem Post, Faisal Mikdad, Deputy Foreign Minister for Syria, had lodged a formal statement to the head of the United Nations Truce Supervision Organization, Kristen Lund. The statement would appear to be an attempt to intimidate Israel supporters into staying out of the affair. Whew, the balls on these guys. I'm telling you, man, Syria's been really gutsy lately. They seem very confident in themselves that they can take Golan back. And who knows, maybe they can. I'm just saying, though, this kind of ballsy move might make them look a little bullyish, a bit terroristic. Mind you, the ones who've been acting more like terrorists has been Israel. They've even been attacking what are confirmed to be civilian targets. Quite frankly, if I were in charge, if I were the president, I'd stop all foreign aid to Israel, period. It's like, you know what? Until you change your ways, Israel, you're not getting another penny from us. We wash our hands. I am symbolically washing my hands right now. We will not be accessory to this kind of terrorist behavior. You know? That's what I would do. I also probably get assassinated for it. Representatives from the Blue and White Party, Gabi Ashkenazi, Yair Lapid, Benny Gantz, and Maush Yalan visited the Golan Heights on Monday and vowed never to give it up, saying, "We will increase the numbers of residents in the Golan, sending a resounding message to all. We will never relinquish the Golan Heights. We will enlist the support of the U.S. and the international community to promote Israel's interests on our northern border. We have a historical right to it, and as a strategic asset." Lapid said, adding that we will never give up the Golan Heights. It is ours, and it will stay ours. However, when you look at the real history, the Golan Heights actually has historically been not in Israel. It has pretty much always been a part of Syria. And at the very least, even if I'm wrong and Golan Heights does belong to Israel, at the very least Syria does have the right to declare war because of Israel's attacking civilian targets. So in the end, it doesn't matter who really owns it. Israel's still in the wrong. Plain and simple. But no, I mean, they're not going to stop. They're just going to keep doing it. Israel has shown no signs of abating their bullyish terroristic behavior. And the only reason why Syria is acting the same way is because they're just responding in kind. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Except when someone's treating you like shit, then you treat them like that back. Because as they say, misery loves company. And this is certainly what I would define as misery. Anyway,